All right.
We're live.
Hey guys. How's it going?
Hello, everybody.
So hey, I'm looking at the live feed
Uh-huh.
phone, but I don't see us on it. So I don't know if it's just taking a minute for it to.
I backed out of it and went back into it, but we're definitely live. Let me
All right.
turn my
Oh, there it
audio up
is. All right, it's working. Okay.
and
Awesome.
we're
Hey everybody, welcome to our live stream. I'm here today with 49's Fine, and we are so excited to get together again today to talk about some precious metal stuff. How's it going, 49's?
it's going well, going well, going well. Your setup looks excellent.
So does yours. So does yours. Here, let's zoom in actually a little bit on it. There we go. Woo! Look at all that. Look at that Perth Mint collection.
Pretty.
Looks good. Looks good.
You look like you've built up your gold stack quite a bit.
I definitely have. It's been, I would say, slow and steady, but more like just me buying gold every 2 weeks. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be saving up for the quarter ounce gold coins rather than buying 1/10 ounce coins every 2 weeks. I mean, sometimes I can only do once a month, but
Mm-hmm.
when I can do it every 2 weeks, that's what I've been doing. It's kind of got me rethinking, like maybe I should be going for a bigger piece to hold back on the or cut down on the premium.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as long as you're stacking, you're doing a good thing, in my opinion. I mean, with gold spot stagnating a little bit, maybe it would be better to wait because I mean, for the past year and a half, it was going up $75, every week. Like it was going crazy, but now it's kind of smoothed out. My Tiger that I purchased wiped me out for a while. I just now got around to ordering another bit of silver that'll be here in a couple of days.
Yeah, I bet. You kind of mentioned that a minute ago when we were setting up that you said you didn't want to say how much you spent on it, but I at the same time I get it. Like sometimes you just have to get it because it's going to go
Yeah,
up. It's going to go up anyway, And I
yeah,
mean, it's so difficult to get a hold of those tigers. Like, I don't know. I think you
yeah.
made a good choice personally.
With the Tiger, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, unless you just have a best friend that happens to be a shop owner, and even then, you're going to have a hard time finding one that's anywhere close to a rational premium from a stacking perspective. But I mean, it's a collection piece ultimately. So, and I did the silver Lunar series, so I decided, well, let's go ahead and do the gold Lunar series as well.
For sure. I'm like a sucker for the Lunar series and like I was saying earlier, the kookaburras. I love
Yeah,
those.
yeah, if you're gonna pursue a kookaburra collection, that's a big endeavor because there are many years. What was the first year? Is it 1990?
Ooh, I think so because I
That's
actually have a anniversary silver coin. Let me see here. Let me pull it up. This one is got it. This one is a 1990 to 2015 anniversary. So yeah, that must be the first.
man.
Here, let's see if it'll focus.
Yeah,
Yeah. So 1990 to 2015. And I'd like to get all of the anniversary kookaburra coins in silver. It's a little bit more of a feat to get them in gold because those, I mean,
oh
the
yeah.
premiums on these are expensive in silver. They're even crazier in gold the further back you go.
Hmm. And there's so many years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's what I like about the Lunar series is that they kind of they broke it up. There's only 12 years, so we're already on Series 3, so it's not as much of an undertaking, but the kookaburras are awesome. I want that one that you're holding up right now as well.
In gold and silver, or just gold?
That's the 2024, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want.
Refocus. There we go.
Yeah, I want the gold and the silver.
Yeah, that's the one I got in gold. I was lucky. This was my very first gold coin ever.
Really? That's a good one.
Yeah, I love it.
My first gold one was this little kangaroo. I think it was the kangaroo. It was either the kangaroo or the 2024 Lunar Dragon, but I'm pretty sure it was the kangaroo.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, everyone says I should be primarily stacking gold eagles, which I've got 2, so that's good. But there's no way I'm ever giving up stacking kookaburras and Perth Mint lunar coins. They're just too beautiful.
Yeah, ultimately, I mean, I like to have a lot of fun with it. I mean, I've got my generic stuff. I've got my typical sovereign stuff that everybody knows about, like a RCM bar. But I like to have a lot of fun with it. And am I spending more money over the long haul? I mean, yeah, but I just like to have fun with it.
If you're not having fun, if you're not keeping it interesting, I mean, you kind of run the risk of not doing it as much. So I think it's good to have a balance of stacking lower premium things, but then also stacking those things that make it fun for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ordered 10 maples and a Myths and Legends coin. So I've got a little bit of a high premium versus lower premium ratio there, but yeah, I really do need to. I keep telling myself that I need to focus on generic. Just buy a ton of buffaloes, buy a generic 10-ounce or 20-ounce bar that's not for looks and entirely for value. But I keep running into things that I want to pick up, and I end up getting it. Ultimately, it's still got its spot value. But yeah, it's been a fun journey for sure.
For sure. This is the only Myths and Legends I have, the one I showed you last time. I know we both have the Dragon and Koi. But what's the other one? What's on the other Myths and Legends coin?
There is the...
Or the one you just ordered.
Anything. Oh, that one has a dragon and a phoenix. I believe it's from 2019.
Nice. And that one you've got there is what?
This one here, if I can get this camera to focus, this one's a 2021. And then it's just a little dragon dude. And then there's the phoenix, which is the 2022. I really like that one. And then there's the dragon and koi.
Wow.
Which was 2023.
Nice.
But I need to...
Nice.
I believe it's I'm going to look it up. I believe it's the 2024 Myths and Legends. Let me see. 2024 Myths and Legends. Yeah. The 2024 Myths and Legends. I actually kind of don't like it. It's got a lot going on. Like, this is what it looks like. Yeah. It's got all the animals: phoenix, tiger, turtle, snake, dragon. I don't know.
That is a little much.
It's got a ton going on, and I'll probably still end up getting it, but if you hold it further than 6 inches from your face, you're not going to be able to tell what it is.
That's true, because it's just such a busy design. Everything kind of just gets lost.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we've got a lot of comments here. Do you mind if I kind of get into them a bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we've got... Awesome. We have Bianca said, I've been waiting for this. Hey, Bianca. Let's see here. Littlefoot, leaving little foot marks everywhere. Dan D says, "Ahoy! Raise the sails and let's sail away." Sail away. Yes, Dan D. Let's do it. Let's do it, matey. Let's see here. First, Metal Matt says, "First live stream. I'm joining for either of you. Looking forward to it." And then Ardell, "Ahoy, mateys." Awesome. Dan says hi to 49, says hi to you. We've got Captain Stack says candles are dangerous. Yeah, a little bit. Must have seen me almost burn my hand a minute ago. No. Someone says, "I'm only missing a 1/10 ounce gold mouse, lunar mouse." So that's Daydreamer. So it sounds like Daydreamer's got all of the 1/10 ounce Perth Mint Lunar series. That's pretty awesome. I wonder if it's just like series 3 or if he also does series 1 and 2. Series 3 is my favorite. We got Blue Collar in the house. Blue Collar Stacker. Hey, how's it going? Good to hear from you. And then we've got Zoos.
Zeus.
Hey, Zoos. Yep. Good to see you. He said, "Anyone enjoyed the dip yesterday and today?"
Yeah, it's been crazy.
It kind of seems like the dips come whenever I don't have the budget to buy things like clockwork.
Right. It's always inconvenient. I thought from our run up from $33, I shouldn't have said anything. I made a whole video about it. I shouldn't have said anything, but I feel like I jinxed it or something. I felt like we are going to hit 40. I thought we were going to do it.
I did too. I really thought so too, because it was just going up so quickly.
Yeah, and it was within like 65 cents or 70 cents, and then it just didn't happen.
Well, and it's kind of like, I usually with silver, when it goes up, I'm expecting a pullback, but I think, and maybe this is just what that is. Maybe this is the correction before it goes to 40. I definitely think it'll be at 40 before the end of the year, probably in the fall. That's just what I think. But I think the reason I expected it to just run straight up to 40 was because of how gold was just kind of staying in the same spot. So I kind of thought, okay, well, silver's running up. Like we're getting back to more of a normal ratio. And that's what I thought. Silver will hit 40 and then gold will go on another run. But it looks like both metals actually pulled back pretty significantly.
Yeah. Yeah. I think ultimately I think they're both significantly undervalued.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, gold to silver ratio is 88 right now, according to Google, which is still crazy high. That's crazy high.
Well, that's better than what it was this morning, though, because this morning it was 90. It had gotten back to 90. But
yeah,
at least I will say this: at least both metals dipped, and we didn't see a crazy increase in the ratio.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering what happens next now that we didn't get any rate cuts this month, and analysts are saying that we may not even get any rate cuts in September. So debt continues to be more expensive to borrow, which reduces the rate of inflation. We're in an interesting spot because Jerome Powell wants to reduce inflation, but then our current presidential administration wants to drive growth in the economy and expansion. So Trump wants the rates lower, but Powell's trying his best to avoid inflation. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation, unless you're stacking, of course.
Why do you think we had such a significant rate cut last year, and this year Jerome Powell just like won't do it?
We already have, I don't have the data, but I do know that with the extreme amount of money that's going to be pumped into the economy over the next 10 years with the big beautiful bill, primarily in the first 4 or 5 years, because the budget is front loaded. Most of the money that's going to be spent is going to be in the next 4 or 5 years. That's already going to cause a decent amount of inflation. When you increase the national debt ceiling by 10%, that's going to have an effect on the dollar. And if we reduce rates along with that, that makes debt easier to acquire, which then also increases the rate of inflation. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sticky situation when the growth of the economy seems to be largely dependent on more money being pumped into the system and inflation continuing to destroy the dollar at an accelerated rate. It's kind of scary. It really kind of reveals how the middle class is disappearing. Like that's not a class that's going to be around in 30 years, I don't think. It's already, I mean, the idea of buying a house for someone under the age of 35 is a very big deal now. And I don't think it'll be long before entire generations are completely priced out. And I live in a cheap area. I live in what's considered a very cheap area, and still people that are my age and people that are 10, 15 years older than me, most of them are renting. And it used to not be that way.
Oh yeah. It's hard.
So really it's all coming down to owning. That's why I think owning physical assets is so important. You've got to be able to hold real value in your hands, because dealing in the dollar for everything is not where it's at.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. It's my wife and I are we're saving to get a house, but it's not at all like what it used to be. It's just the interest rates are just insane.
Yep.
And I remember my parents, I'm not saying it's a one-to-one comparison. I mean, obviously I haven't chosen the exact same career path as my dad, and there are various factors that go into play, but my parents bought a house when they were in their late 20s, early 30s, when we were kids. I remember watching the progression. They were renting whenever I was a little baby. Obviously, I don't have memories of that because I was a baby. And then when I was a little kid, they were renting an apartment. And then we were renting a house when I was a kid. And then whenever I was in middle school, maybe like elementary, going into middle school, they bought their first house. And it was like $75,000. And that house now goes for like $400,000 or something ridiculous like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. My dad bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I would say it was roughly probably a 1,700 square foot house. And he bought it at 29 years old, which is something that actually, no, he had it built. He bought the land and then had it built. So that's even more of a complicated process. So things like that aren't very common anymore already. In just a couple of decades, things like that aren't common.
Yeah. My parents had one of our houses built. Like, I think the second house we moved into that they owned, they had it built, but it was like in a suburb area. It wasn't like they owned the land, but yeah, just, things are changing. And I think that, I don't know, what are your thoughts on the idea of saving gold for a house? Because I've heard Bald Guy Money talk about that before. And I thought that was really interesting. Like just the idea of saving gold because, it retains wealth So it's not just
It
like
does.
you're not losing. You're basically, you have inflation with the dollar. So I mean, to me, that
That's
idea
true.
makes sense.
If you're saving for 5 years to buy a house, or 6 or 7 or 8 years to put a huge down payment or to buy a house outright, then maybe it's a better idea to put it into gold. But if you're to save in gold towards a house, but if you're buying within 12 to 18 months,
No, yeah.
I wouldn't do it, because things can run stagnant, or spot price could drop 100, 200, 250 bucks across that year and a half time
Oh
span.
yeah.
I personally wouldn't do it. That's not financial advice, but if you're saving for like an extended period of time, um, to buy something outright, then yeah, I'd probably pick up the lowest premium gold I could.
That's more so what I'm talking about, because like we're wanting to sorry, not to just talk about our future house plans or whatever the whole time. Um my thought is we're saving for a longer period of time because we want to make a bigger down payment. So that was the idea. But yeah, no, I'd agree with you. If it's less than a year and a half, it's totally not worth it to do it in gold. It's too risky. But
Yeah, there's swings in the market, and a lot of stackers are brand new, especially a lot of viewers on YouTube. A lot of us are brand new. Like, I'm brand new compared to a lot of other stackers. It's I don't think a lot of the new generation is used to a stagnant market yet. We haven't seen it yet. We got to see silver run from $23 an ounce to where it's at now, and we got to see gold run from 2,000 to over 32, 3,300. But I think, who knows? Who knows? We might run stagnant in the future. I don't think we will. I think inflation is going to be a serious problem. A lot of people are saying Jerome Powell is going to get replaced in May 2026. And if Trump has any influence on who gets hired for his position, we can expect some pretty deep rate cuts. Debt will become very cheap to attain. Interest rates on houses will be much lower. Loans will be taken out. Inflation's going to go crazy. And on top of that, you've got all this money that's being injected into the system, for better or for worse. The prices of real intrinsic value assets and commodities will go up. It's all going to go up. So that's what I wish people my age understood, is that you've got to own something. You have to own something. Like, just saving cash, that's great if you can establish the discipline to save cash just to have a savings account or an emergency fund. That's great, but ultimately, you've got to have some assets, man, because the dollar's getting wiped out, and entire classes of people are going to get wiped out financially as well.
absolutely. And I think what you said earlier about the idea of the middle class being something that just goes away, like the middle class essentially disappearing, I think that's something that is true. And it's something that's really concerning. I mean, that's essentially what we've seen happen in other countries, like in developing nations and whatnot, where you basically have this massive wealth gap, and you basically have people that own tangible wealth and tangible assets and real estate, and then you have people that literally own nothing, and there's like no in between.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd say it's super important, especially for people our age, to start realizing that numbers on a screen. I'm not like against, having a high yield savings account with
Mm-hmm.
a few $1,000s in there. I'm not against like putting money in the stock market, but that can't be everything, because at the end of the day, that can go up, that can go down, and it's not tangible. you've got to have something in your hand. You've got to have something real.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty encouraged, though. There have been a lot of new stackers reaching out to me the past couple of months, people coming across my channel and saying, hey, I'm new to this whole thing. Like there's a new stacker, a new guy who started a channel a few weeks ago named Silver Serpents, and he's been
Oh yeah, I've
pumping
seen him.
videos. Yeah, he's been pumping videos out like crazy. He stacked like something like 120 ounces of silver in just like 3 or 4 months. Something crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Awesome. But I just real quick, I just wanted to read this in the chat. I think that this is a good question. We have Daydreamer. He says, let's see here. He said, oh, he's asking me if I want to trade the mouse for the rabbit. Well, reach out to me on my Discord. We'll talk about it. Not necessarily though. I'm pretty attached to my mouse. No, but anyways, Daydreamer. He says this is actually nice to listen to while going through pennies. The cheapest way to stack copper. He says most of my neighbors in an apartment complex are in this nice area. They're retirees. That's another thing. Sorry, Daydreamer isn't the new stacker I was talking about. It's Romster. But that's actually a good point, Daydreamer, that a lot of retirees are moving into apartment complexes. It's actually kind of sad. Okay, Romster. This is what it was. He says, hey guys, would you recommend stacking gold, silver, goldbacks, or other metals during this dip? I've only been stacking for a little over 2 months, so I need a lot of catching up. I'm glad I've watched all of these YouTube bullion personalities to get educated on. So what would you say, 4-9s, to Romster, someone who's a new stacker? Would you recommend them stacking gold, silver, goldbacks, or other metals? I would say stay away from the goldbacks. They're not to stack. They're kind of a whole different animal. But anyway, what would you say to stack starting out?
That's a very big question. I always get uncomfortable answering these questions.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, you're good. I guess, well, firstly, you have to look at your budget. What price entry point are you comfortable with? Because you probably don't want to buy anything that's under a 1/10 ounce of gold because it's just a ton of premium. I know I have a bunch of Perth Mint sitting on the live stream here, but if you're buying under 1/10 ounce, you're going to pay a lot in premium. It's not very much gold. And for a 1/10 ounce, it's not cheap anymore. It's not cheap like it was several years ago. So if you're somebody who can afford to buy gold, I would lean towards the bigger pieces during a stagnant market or a slower market, kind of like what we've been seeing in the past 2 months. If the price is rallying, I don't think there's anything wrong with buying a 1/10 ounce if that's all you can afford at the time versus saving up for several months only to buy a piece of gold that's risen however much in spot price while the market rallies. I don't know. It's silver's good. Gold is good. Goldbacks, I'm undecided on. I think there's a cost to convenience. Goldbacks provide convenience, and it's divisible gold. It can be transacted. It needs to be much more widely adopted for it to be a viable option of currency, and I hope it will be. But you do pay a lot in premium on goldbacks, but they do serve a cool purpose. If it becomes commonplace in society for it to be a respected form of currency, I wonder in Florida, because Florida just made a gold legal tender, so I wonder if they recognize the different prices of goldbacks and if they're going to recognize the fluctuations in spot price. But yeah, silver and gold, you can't go wrong though.
Yeah, I'd say I agree with you on the whole thing of goldbacks. I think that the concept of goldbacks is really awesome, but at this point, the premium, and I'm not saying even that the premiums are 100% unjustifiable, just because, my God, like if you look at a goldback, I can bring mine up to the camera here in a second, but if you just look at the detail and the security features and the amount of labor it takes to put such a small amount of gold into something this beautiful,
Hmm.
the premiums make sense that it costs that much from a labor standpoint, but it does not make sense from a stacking standpoint. Like it doesn't make sense to be buying such a small amount of gold for sometimes like over half the, like over 50% mark, or over like a 200% markup on some of these things. So yeah, but I will say though, I mean, like what you said about wanting to stack larger than 1/10 ounces if possible to avoid higher premiums, I think that that makes a lot of sense. Um, but stacking the 1/10 ounce gold coins, if you can find good deals, which you can a lot more
Oh
than you
yeah.
used to, definitely worth it. Okay, like for example, my wife, she just picked this up at our LCS for it was $50. If you're talking about ounces, it was $50 over spot. If you're talking about just the premium over the spot price on a 1/10 ounce, gosh, will it focus? It was $5 over what 1/10 ounce cost at spot. It doesn't want to focus. There we go. So
Oh
literally
wow.
yeah, so the spot price on the day that she bought this, and it's not like perfect. I mean, it's a little dinged up. It's not ugly though. But this coin, let's see, the day that she bought this, the spot price was 3,000. I want to say it was like 3,035. Yeah, it was like yeah, 3,350 is what it was. $3,350 was the spot price. She got this for, okay, sorry, let me slow down. If we're breaking it down into 1/10 ounces, the spot price was $335. She got this for $340. So definitely worth it. And I'd say it's an
Oh
even
yeah.
better premium than what you would get on most whole ounces of gold. So deals like that are out there. I'm not saying that that's what I've paid on everything you see here. It definitely isn't. But like I made a whole video about this coin specifically. I bought this back in February for 300 and what was it? 325 dollars. So at this point, the premium doesn't even matter because, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm really struggling to focus here.
I'm so jealous of that piece.
I know. It's, I mean, sorry, but it's amazing. Yeah, I got it for $325. You're not going to find this anywhere in the secondary market for that price now. Like that was only a
Hmm.
few months ago, and now it goes for like 450, something like that. But even if you were to sell this to an LCS, you'd get more for it than what I paid for it. So I say all that to say, at the time, the premium on this was, I thought, was a little hefty, but at this point, I'm like, what premium? So all it takes is like a couple of months essentially for those premiums to disappear on your
Hmm.
1/10 ounces, as long as you're like smart about what you're buying. So
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway,
I agree. I agree. And I mean, with the rise in spot price, I mean, I remember. I mean, I've watched a lot of stacking YouTube stuff, and I like to go back and look at older videos and see stackers talking about the prices that they paid and everything, and how they felt about the prices at the time. Uh, and it's interesting to see the sentiment around fractional pieces change. Like it's changed a lot. Like used to, I would see comments from a video, 5 or 6 years ago, and people are like, absolutely not. It's a ripoff. Don't buy it. But now everybody's like, yeah, and it's true because spot price is getting to such a crazy point that getting an ounce of gold is unheard of for regular people unless you're super well off.
Yeah, it is now. It's kind of crazy. A few years ago, people were paying like what you pay for 1/10 ounce now. They're paying that for a full
Mm-hmm.
ounce. I mean, I want to say it
Mm-hmm.
was how many years ago? Was it 5 years ago? Or was it longer ago than that? I'd
It
have to
was
look at
the
the code.
early from like 2000 to I believe like 2007. An ounce of gold was around 200 to 350 bucks an ounce.
That's
So,
insane.
yes, could you imagine? And of course, you know, the dollar. I mean, here, I'm going to account for inflation real quick. Let me see. How much was $200 worth in the year 2000? So $200. So 200 bucks in the year 2000 was worth $373.
That's
So
insane.
that's like us being able to pick up a nice Earth Mint 1 ounce gold coin for like $400 after premium.
That's insane. It makes me look at the
Those
price of silver from 2007.
those days are gone,
Yeah, okay, so
long
in
gone.
2007, silver was selling for 13.38 an ounce.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, it's just crazy. But
So,
yeah, I hope that answers his question. I mean, obviously we're talking a lot about gold. I I think that stacking the lowest premium gold you can get and stacking the lowest premium silver you can get at the end of the day. I mean, like I have a whole video. Actually, I have a video I'm going to be posting about bars, coins, and rounds in silver specifically. But I mean, I had a whole video talking about like basically what you should be stacking. And at the end of the day, does it really matter if it's a bar or a coin or a round? It really is all about how many ounces you can get for the cheapest premium. So
mhm.
that's what I think.
Yeah, you can't go wrong either way. I'm looking at the AppMex charts right now, and for the past 5 years, gold is up 131%, and silver is up 124%. So I mean, either which way you go, um, in the past 5 years, you would have been fine.
Yeah, I mean, stacking a little bit of both is good, you know.
Yeah,
And we haven't
I
even
just
good.
sorry, go ahead.
We haven't even talked about platinum. I haven't even thought about platinum, and which those generally have very platinum generally has very high premiums, but all of the metals have gone up basically in the past, you know, 5 years, 10 years. I mean, it's been going up for longer than that, but I mean, it's been a crazy ride the past 5 years with
Yeah,
the price of the metals.
platinum went absolutely nuts in the past like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
haven't I haven't gotten into platinum yet though.
Me neither. Me neither.
I've got my hands full with silver and gold.
Oh yeah, me too. I have too many goals for silver and gold right now, but part of me wants to get like I'm kind of tempted to get some platinum just because of how fast it's going up so quickly. But what keeps me from buying platinum is I would hate to buy some and then the price just drop because it's like gone up so much. I mean, we just kind of saw silver and gold dip, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I guess you could argue that though with any of the metals.
What's that?
But oh, just like, oh, I wouldn't want to buy it and then the next day it drop. I mean, that's to
That's
be
how it goes.
expected though.
That's our luck. It's our luck.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean. I picked up those 10 maples and then spot dropped $1.50.
Right.
So and
I
I'm
guess.
not in a position right now to buy any more. I'm saving for other things at the same time.
Yeah. I'm not buying anything this paycheck, that's for sure. Got a lot of other things that I'm having to take care of right now. But next paycheck I'll probably pick up some,
Mm-hmm. What kind
after
of
the dip is gone.
right, right. After it goes back up to 39,
Yeah.
you'll be like, all right. But
Yeah.
for the rest of the year, what are your goals?
So I am very close to having a full ounce of gold. I'm at like 0.98 right
Mm-hmm.
now, 0.98 ounces. So to get the full ounce of gold, period, but also to get a full ounce in 1/10 ounces, like there's something about in my mind, like having 10 1/10 ounces at least.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so hitting the full ounce in general, I mean, and the fact, I think part of the reason why I'm big on getting 10 1/10 ounces is because part of what's accounting for me being almost to a full ounce of gold right now is that quarter ounce that I traded some silver for. Which, I mean, it doesn't make my gold any less legitimate, but I think that there's just something in my mind about having bought a full ounce of gold with cash. I don't know why. I just want to be able to do that. But I want to get to at least 2 ounces total by the end of the year, possibly more if possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then in gold. And for my silver stack, I still have not really bought any silver since I made that trade for that gold coin. I mean, I may have picked up like one coin, like 1 2 ounce coin or something, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to 100 ounces of silver by the end of the year, which I realize that sounds like such a beginner stacker sort of goal,
No,
but
don't.
I well, thanks. I mean, I was sitting at like 82 ounces, something like that. I think I can't remember. It was either 70 something or 80 something. And then I traded some of it for that gold coin and it brought my silver stack down. So I was approaching 100 ounces and then, you know, basically 100 ounces of silver and a minimum of 2 ounces of gold by the end of the year. Those are
Cool.
my stacking goals
Mm-hmm.
in a
Those are
nutshell.
solid goals. Ambitious.
And I have one thing, like a fun thing that I want to get that's maybe not necessarily, I don't know. There's a lot of people that are anti-bar, but I really, really want a 5 gram. I don't know how to say it. It's like Horatius Argor or Argor
The Argo
Horatius,
Horace.
the Kine bar, the one with the hologram back. Oh my god, I want one
Wait,
of
hold
those.
on. I'm gonna look it up.
They're
I've been
so
looking things up.
cool.
Let me see.
They're so cool. I'll look up a picture and I'll put it on the screen. Let me see here.
Is it the one with like it's got like is it a moon or something on the back?
So there's two different ones that you may be thinking of. One is an Austrian. It's like a guy on a horse, and then the other one is the Argor Horatius brand, and it's just a holographic, like a hologram image.
Oh, I see it. Is that like how do they do that? Is that
I
like
don't know, but that's the actual bar. It's not just like on the plastic.
what I thought it was? I thought they put like
No,
a certification. I thought that was like it's like a I don't know, laminate they put on it or
no,
something.
it's like legit. Here, I'll put it on here. Maybe you can see it.
Oh.
Here, look at this. This is crazy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, and there's a video of a guy cutting it out, which is a big no-no, but I love that he did it. There's a guy who cuts it out, and that is what the bar looks like. It's not just plastic. Yeah. So that's on my stacking list. I don't
Oh
care.
man.
I don't care if people are gonna be like, oh, here's the video. Here's the video. He does take it out in this one, I guess. Hold on. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, check that out.
What? I
Yes.
didn't know that was the actual bar that did that.
I know. Isn't that insane?
I want that. What's
I
the
know.
premium? What's the premium on it?
Uh,
Is it
I
bad? Does it
mean,
hurt?
it's not terrible, but it's not great. The bigger you go, the better. So if you're doing 5 gram or higher, your premium is going to probably be about 11%. If you go smaller than 5 grams, it gets a little bit higher, like 15, 16% premium.
Do they have a 10-gram version?
Yeah, they do.
Oh man.
They're gorgeous. Like there's so many people that are like, oh, don't do bars, just do coins. And I'm like, yeah, but I kind of need this. Like, don't I? Don't I need this?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, as far as cutting it out of the plastic, I mean that's got to be extremely, extremely difficult to replicate.
Oh, no, you can't. It's an amazing security feature.
Yeah, you'd have to have millions of dollars worth of equipment to be able to replicate that holographic design. I thought the whole time that was I saw it and I thought it was a laminate thing that was on inside the assay card or whatever. And I thought, oh, that's corny. But knowing that it's the actual, it's the actual design, that's crazy.
I used to think that too, and then I saw a video when it was like, when I realized that that was the actual bar, I was like, oh, we're getting that.
Yeah.
Here's the
That's,
one with the horseman on it.
oh man.
I
Oh,
like the other one
it's
better,
galloping.
but I know, isn't that cool? And these are engraved on the actual bar. So I'm like, oh, dear Lord. Yeah, they're called Kine bars. Kine. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's my newest like tingle thing. Like I gotta have it. I just gotta have
Oh
it.
man. I'm trying to like I try my best to like avoid fancy stuff, but things keep happening. And now I want that.
I bet you've never drooled over a bar like that before.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know. What's your opinion on bars, like low premium bars?
I don't have a problem with bars.
Do you have any?
No, I need to get some. I'm still recovering. That tiger was a hefty purchase. And it
Oh
took
yeah.
me I bought the tiger I bought the tiger how long ago was that? I'm losing track of my days. I work too much, I think. Um it was probably it was it was like 2.5 months ago. Yeah, it was at least 2.5 months ago. Oh no, my phone's about to die. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. 1%. Not good.
Uh-oh.
Live streams kill my phone. Hold on.
Speaking of live streams, we've got a lot to
No, it
cover. There's a few questions we've gotten here. While you're taking care of that, I'll kind of go through these a little bit. We've got, let's see here. Hold on. Oh, awesome. Silver Serpents. He said, thanks for the shout out. Absolutely. You guys should check his channel out. He's got some pretty great stuff. He's just starting and he's already doing so well on his channel. Silver Serpent says, my dollar cost average is $40.31 for my first 130 ounces. Hopefully that's not bad. I'm happy, and that includes some coins I paid 100% premium on. You know what? Honestly, like I'd say you're doing very well, especially since you started stacking around the time that the price of silver really started to climb this year. So kudos to you on that. Like $40, that's pretty solid for having started stacking like a couple of months ago, especially with like paying 100% premium on a few pieces. Pretty solid. And you can always, lower that like by just grabbing some generic. You can always keep on lowering that dollar cost average. So awesome job. Let's see, we've got hold on. We've got Littlefoot says Russia does Russia does most of the money for platinum, so therefore they decide what the cost is. I didn't know that. Then we've got Daydreamer says my stacking goal is going to be next year when year of the fire horse arrives. I'm going to get a bunch of mints. I didn't know there was a fire horse coin. That sounds pretty cool. Let's check that out. Let's see here. Romster says 2 ounces of gold is a very feasible amount in a year. That's great. Thank you, Romster. Halfway there. And then let's see, 210 stacks wanting to sell me some silver. Hit me up in my Discord, guys. I posted the Discord link. Oh, looks like we lost 4 nines. Hang on a sec. Let me get them back. Hold on a second. I don't know. I think he got disconnected. He was having some issues with his phone. Bear with us just a minute. Sorry, guys. Just hang tight. We're having some technical issues. Okay, here he is. He's back. Hey, you're back. Yes.
Am I live?
Yes, you're live.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be an amateur.
No,
but
you're
my phone
totally
died.
fine. You're totally fine. So is this from your phone camera? Because this looks really good. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I film my videos with.
How did you get yours to go sideways? Because last time you and I did a live and I had to use my phone, it wouldn't do a sideways view. It would only do the upright position, which I couldn't stand.
I don't know. I turn my auto rotate on and I have my phone sideways. And then whenever I hit the link to the live stream, I already have my phone horizontal, and I think it knows to pull it up the right way. By the way, Salivate Metal said hello.
Oh, hey, Sal. Thank you so much for hopping on, Salivate Metal. Good to have you here. If you guys haven't checked out Salivate Metal's channel, which, I mean, you'd have to be, I guess, living under a rock. No offense if you hadn't. But if you haven't checked out his channel, please go ahead. He is awesome. And also just like one of the nicest guys you'll ever talk to.
Yeah, he's a legend.
For sure.
On the YouTube stacking.
Yes, he is. That guy, he posts every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and he's always got a live stream for like Sunday night, I think, like when the markets are first opening up. He does a lot of different stuff. He'll also do like the market close on Fridays.
Yeah,
he calls back scammers, does scammer payback.
Oh yeah. I was editing the other day and I was listening to that in the background.
It's pretty funny.
Who were you talking about whenever my silly phone died? You said they had just started YouTube?
It was started YouTube or started stacking?
Start.
Silver Serpents, he was saying, thanks for the shout out. And he's the one I was telling you about who had started a channel recently and also accumulated like over 130 ounces of silver in just like a few months. And he had commented that his dollar cost average is just a little over $40, which is pretty good for having just started stacking because the price of silver has been going up. So, I mean, he's been keeping his premiums pretty low if he's been doing that, stacking around this time of the year.
Yeah, anything under 40 is cheap. That's what I keep saying. I keep telling everybody 40 is cheap. $40 silver is cheap because we're going to hit that all-time high.
Yeah,
of
sure.
50. And it won't be too terribly long.
Oh, we also had a question from, let me see here, from Bianca. They say, what is y'all's favorite coin in y'all's collection and why?
Who goes first?
I mean, if you want to go first, you're more than welcome to.
Favorite coin in the collection has to be, without a doubt, whoa, almost knocked everything over. It's either, okay, it's between two. I'll hold them both up. It's between three. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's gonna be either the half-ounce Tiger that I've got, or this Ox.
Ooh, I love the Ox.
It's awesome. It's really nice. I obviously already knew what it looked like before I got it, but once I got it in my hand, I was like, oh man. So it's between the Tiger, the Ox, or the 2023 Dragon and Koi Myths and Legends coin. I believe they make this in gold too. And if I had it in gold, it would definitely be my favorite.
That's gorgeous.
So it's going to be between those three. I'm undecided still though.
Well, for me, I feel like I almost have to, I can't just pick one. I'm like you, like I have to do these in categories. So for my silver, not to rip you off or anything, but this is like probably one of the prettiest coins I have in my stack. I'd say that this is my favorite Perth Mint silver coin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. And pretty much the Perth Mint coins are my favorite. I'm going to have to get this to focus. Come on. Dear Lord, hang on a second. Okay. There we go. So this one, but then I'd say probably my favorite silver coin, it's got to be one of the first ones I ever got, which is this, which I think is just beautiful. This is will it focus? We shall see if it will focus. Okay.
Oh yeah.
This Canadian proof. This is my favorite, I would say, of all of my silver. It came actually in a proof case, and I kind of regret having taken it out because if you look close enough, you'll see on the capsule I've dinged it up quite a bit. But I mean, look at that. I don't think I have a more beautiful silver coin personally. So yeah, this is my favorite silver coin, the 2005 Canadian proof. I have no idea what the series is. I've looked into it. I have no idea, but I love it. And then I would say my favorite gold, obviously, like it's going to be a toss up between my Lunar mouse. Love him. So cute. I'm obsessed with this mouse. I'm sure that you've seen this coin probably more than any of my other gold coins in my YouTube shorts.
That one's really nice.
Thank you. I love
it. Really
him.
Nice.
My only 1/4 ounce gold coin. So this is my biggest gold piece. Love it. And then My favorite 1/10 ounce gold coin is it's kind of hard to choose, but I'm just gonna say I have two favorite 1/10 ounce. It's my kooks. I love my
Oh
gold
yeah.
kooks. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty awesome. So my new one is really awesome. I love that it's an anniversary edition kook. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, the
those guys,
kookaburras are dope.
I love them. And oh, this is an honorable mention. This is newer. This is actually my wife's. It's awesome. This is a 1/4 ounce Canadian silver coin, and that is the actual coin. It has a holographic finish on it. It's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, and she got this for only it was like $2 over spot.
How do y'all keep finding these deals?
It's my LCS. It's crazy. So like I actually just found this LCS recently. It's shout out to Crown Gold and Silver Exchange in Keller, Texas. I'm actually going to do an in the shop video with him. He's super cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's really great. But literally, like I called up there today and I asked, what his silver was going for, like his generic silver, $2 over spot, and then his coins, like coin silver, $3 over spot, flat. And it doesn't matter like what the coin is, doesn't matter if it's fractional, like he just charges the same premium over spot for like all of his stuff, and he doesn't change it. So also this guy's awesome because there were a couple of pieces I asked about today, and he told me, I was like, you know what, I'm actually not gonna be able to come in today. Like I thought about it, but just there's some other things I got to take care of first. He said, that's totally fine. What I'll do is I'll text you a picture of the pieces that we talked about today, and I will send the price that I quoted you today. And if you come back in 2 weeks, I will sell it to you for that price.
Dude, he sounds awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome. He is totally awesome. So it's pretty cool. I don't know if you've heard of this or not. Have you ever heard of the YouTube channel Half Dollar Make You Holla?
Haven't heard of that.
They're like basically they do coin roll hunting. We've got a pretty big following. It's like exclusively a coin roll hunting channel where they'll like get $half rolls or just different stuff, and they coin roll that to try to find silver. He's officially a sponsor for their channel, but he said that he would also do some stuff with me. So it was like awesome, sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, pretty cool guy.
You said that coin shop, because I'm trying to find. I don't care if I have to drive hours. If I can find a cool shop.
Oh yeah.
Because I just like to hang out and talk sometimes.
Oh, and he's such a great guy to talk to. Super solid guy. What's it's here it's called, I'll look up the exact name of it. Is it Crown Gold and hold on. Yeah, so it's called Crown Gold and Silver Exchange. And let me see, they are it's technically Fort Worth, but it's like Keller area. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're off of Timberland Boulevard or Timberland.
Okay, I found them here.
Timberland Boulevard. Yeah.
I'm looking at the Google Photos, and the first thing I see is a gold ox.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I see it. That's awesome.
I'm going to have to make a weekend trip or something.
Yeah, and when you go in, when I first went in, I was like, is this the right place? Because it's like you walk in and then there's a desk that kind of has you can see through to the back, like behind the desk, but there's not like, usually when you go into an LCS, you'll have a bunch of display cases, like glass display cases. It's not like it's not like that. It's like he has all of his stuff is just like behind him, and you you ask him what it is, you tell him what it is you're looking for, and then he just brings like the trays to you. So I don't know if it's just like an extra security measure or what, but when I
Yeah.
first walked in, I was like, is this a golden stuff? Maybe it's, I mean, I guess that's smart. Maybe he doesn't want it to look like they have a bunch of stuff in there to someone like looking in the window when they're closed. So, you know, but yeah, they're pretty legit, really good prices, really solid people. And his daughter actually like works with him.
That's cool. Family
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, she's younger. She's like in her 20s, I want to say. So, and
Mhm.
she's just as into it as he is. Like she loves the metal. So I'm like, hey, it's cool to see like younger people into it.
Yeah, that is nice to see. I'll have to it's pretty far away. But it would be a fun trip for sure. It would be really cool if you did a like a in the shop video with him.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that here pretty soon, actually. So I just need to put something on the books with him. I had another guy that I go to also. He's great as well. But he's a little more private. He doesn't like want his face on camera.
Yeah.
So, I was like, okay, I totally understand that. But this other guy, he's just like, yeah, I'll do video with you. And I was like, okay, we'll do it. So yeah. Do you buy from LCSs around you, or do you mainly just buy online?
So here's my thing about mine locally. The problem is that I've been a couple of times, but the issue is my LCS is in a bad area.
Oh,
And a lot of the people that frequent the shop when I've been there don't seem like people I would want to see my face while I was buying precious metals.
got you. That makes total
So
sense.
so I'm always like, I don't know. And I definitely don't make any big purchases there. I'll go in there and look. I've bought numismatic gifts for people. But I kind of limit my interaction with that shop.
Oh no, I totally get that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'll have to go to the Metroplex in general and just drive around and take a look at everything.
For sure. Yeah, they're the other coin shop that I go to. It's in an area that I wouldn't say it's like the worst area, but there are definitely more homeless people that live around that area. And I know anytime like I leave that shop I've left that shop in the past, like I've got my keys in my hand and my car is like unlocked like already as I'm like walking into it. Like, I make sure that I put my stuff in my bag so it doesn't look like I have anything like coming out of there. But I mean,
Yeah.
there's not usually anybody in that parking lot, but it's just like you never know though. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. But I mean, a coin shop video would be awesome. People love those. Those are probably the most entertaining stacking videos on YouTube is coin shop videos. So if you were able to land like some type of agreement, that'd be a really big deal.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you. That's why I was so excited whenever he said he wanted to do it. And today, when I was talking to him on the phone, he said that he had watched a few of my videos and he really liked my channel. So I was like, solid. Okay, so we've got a deal set up. We just need to set the date and me go in there and do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That'll be huge for your channel for one. And it's just nice to have an owner that's friendly and sociable
Oh,
because
for sure.
there's so many grumpy ones. I don't know why they're so grumpy.
I don't know. I called a guy one time. It was it was crazy. There was a coin shop owner that I called one time because I was just looking for a place that was open. Like, I don't know if you've ever gotten just like the itch to just to buy some silver and gold, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, but it's late in the day, they're all closed. Maybe I can find one that's open for 30 more minutes. So I called this place, and the guy was so rude to me that
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I was like, I'll wait, and I'll go to my other guy, because he had the opportunity to have a new customer, and he just, threw it away. And I was like, you know what? That's up to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I've had an experience similar as well. I was just trying to find some maples that were in good condition, and I guess he took offense to that. I don't know. Anyways, we don't got to talk about that. But
I always like story time. But I was gonna say, speaking of things being good for your channel and like channel growth, I'm seeing that you are very rapidly approaching 5K subs, which is
yeah,
amazing.
finally. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's been a grind. And I love the videos that I make, but I desperately, desperately want to get out of my filming room. Like, I want to go out into the world. Um, and I haven't found an LCS that's anywhere near me, or coin shows that are anywhere near me that I could go and film at, because I want to take the channel out of this table that you see. But I mean, hopefully eventually I'll find something, but
I totally feel that. I've never been to a coin show.
me neither.
We have them, I think, around, like, I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe it's kind of a drive for me too. I'm not sure, but I'd have to like look into it. I could have sworn I saw one on a billboard the other day, or like a couple months ago, but I should look into that,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I've heard of some insane deals that you can get at those coin shows.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And it would be a breath of fresh air for your channel, just to get out and about. But I recently changed my thumbnail style, and I think that's helping a lot. It's just it. I get a little bit of fatigue talking about the philosophy of stacking so much. I just want to get out of the house. Okay, I want to get out of the house, because when I'm off work, I'm like, all right, it's filming day. I'm gonna go into this room, and I'm gonna shut the door, and I'm gonna turn these bright lights on, and I'm gonna be in here for the next like 9 hours, and we're
Yep.
gonna do this. And then I see the sun going down, and I'm like, well, that was the day. That was it. I mean, it's enjoyable. I just want to get out and about.
Oh no, I feel that. And also, I really like your new thumbnail style. I like the arrow you're using, how it's like kind of like the white in the middle with like the red around it. And
Yeah.
they're really clean. They're like really, really good looking
Thank
thumbnails.
you. Thank
But
you.
yeah, no, I feel that like I've still not managed to get to your level of just cranking videos out like crazy. Like I've been doing better, I feel like. Like, I had one week where I did 2 videos, and then the next
Good.
week there was 1 video, and then the week after that I didn't do a video. And then then I did, like consistently like a video a week. But then last week I filmed a video that was supposed to air on Saturday. I already filmed it, and I'm almost done editing it, not quite done, but things came up. I wasn't able to do it Saturday. Then that got pushed to Monday. And then by the time that didn't happen, and then now we're like, okay, it's just going to be a Saturday video. But I mean, I guess it's not bad, because I'm kind of starting to accumulate a bit of a backlog of footage, so that is good.
Hmm.
So I just got to get better about sticking to a routine. I've been trying to like establish a filming routine like more concretely. So My wife's kind of been helping me with that a little bit. I got the ADHD going on. So I'm not making it, no excuses or anything. I'm just still kind of finding my groove a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to get my subs up. I mean, I did gain a lot of subscribers with this last video that I did. So I'm pushing for, I'm almost to 1.5K. And then hopefully after I hit that mark, getting to 2K won't be too difficult. I am almost monetized.
There
So I
you
want to
go.
say, yeah, I'm only like 300 watch hours away from being able to start doing like super chats and merch and that kind of stuff.
Oh, you might do it on this live stream. I don't do very many live streams, so I don't know how
Oh,
many
you know what? I didn't
you
think about
might.
that.
Yeah, because if we've sustained 30 viewers, well, no, we would have to stream for like 10 hours.
Oh, see, I didn't even think about watch hours coming from live streams. That's so funny. That makes sense though.
Yeah, but I mean, you're close. You'll be there in a couple of weeks if
Yeah.
you get a few videos out. You'll be there. It's definitely a grind. I just set a day to just do it, and there's times when I want to be lazy and just chill, and I've given into that before. But at the end of the day, I would be so disappointed in myself.
Oh yeah, no.
And I'm just like, now I'm bummed out. I have to go back to work tomorrow and I'm ending the day on a bad note. Or I can just get to work because I know it's important and I enjoy it, and be fulfilled. So, but it definitely does take a lot of energy and a lot of effort. Um, yeah, yeah. But it's all in all, it's been a great experience.
Oh, I love it. For me, it's not as much about consistent. I guess I say the issue is consistency in filming. It's not that as much as it is being able to produce multiple videos in one day. Like, I think what I need to change up is having a day just dedicated to writing between 3 and 5 scripts. And then I need to have another day dedicated to filming, because what ends up happening is I spend a lot of time writing the script and then filming, and then by the end of the day, that's like all I've got to do is one video. So I think it's
Yeah.
just my methodology that I need to just kind of adjust a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm looking at your videos here, and it looks like primarily you're covering like new purchases or aggressive price action. One way to get a decent amount of content out is to just give your opinion on something. Give speak about your personal opinion or your perspective on the philosophy of stacking, because whenever it's your opinion and something that you feel is true and that you care about, you can pretty much you don't have to write it out at all. You can just set the camera up, set up your pieces, and then just talk, and
Yeah.
you'll be able to get videos done pretty quickly. That's basically all. That's like 90% of my videos is just speaking on the philosophy of stacking, which can be risky because people can disagree with you. And if you articulate your message in the wrong way, at the wrong angle, or you misspeak and you don't fix it in editing, they'll ding you on that or whatever. But if you're giving your opinion on the philosophy of stacking, and you can find a way to make it attractive with the title and the thumbnail, and then find a way to deliver that message in a entertaining way, it'll be successful.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I feel pretty comfortable, doing that sort of thing more. Yeah, I just got to crank out more. I should be posting another video on Saturday. And I think that talking more freely about like opinions and just kind of not feeling the need to write it out, I like that idea. But the only problem I run into with when I have done that in the past is I end up spending so much time editing because there's so much I end up having to cut. So I don't know. It's like a weird balance for me. But I do like having it be more organic at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
So what I do is this. I have a system for exactly how I film my videos. So I figure out how I'm gonna kind of design the set for that video. And then I grab all the pieces that I want to be in that video. And then I adjust my lighting, get my focus right so everything's in focus and looks good. And then I just hit record and I place the pieces out in front of the camera one by one. And then once that's done, that's where the intro rolls. And then after that, I'll actually record me talking about the video, except I'll do the verbal intro in the second video clip all at once along with the rest of the video, and then I'll move that verbal intro under the video intro, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I do a similar thing where I have like a very specific way that I'll do the intro. Mine's maybe a little different, I guess. I like line it up. So I'll record the audio and then I'll then I'll play my audio while I'm recording my video. And then that way it's like a little more easily lined up whenever it comes time to edit. And then I just like line them up and do that. But yeah, I think there are some time saving things definitely that I can implement though that you've mentioned that should help me expedite the process and hopefully just get more content up at a quicker rate.
Yeah. Ultimately,
I appreciate it.
Ultimately, I mean, it's a marathon. It really is. It's a marathon.
That is true. Definitely. And it's, it's exciting. It's like, I've got this milestone coming up. And then once I hit that, then I've got another milestone. And then, before you know it, I'm going to look back, a year's going to be past and I'll be like, wow, I can't believe we've come this far. I mean, that's kind of like what I've seen with your channel. I mean, you've been doing this just a little over a year. You're almost to 5K subs. I mean, like you've been cranking out videos like crazy. It's just amazing to see how quickly your channel has grown. Because last time we were on, did you even have 4K subs a month ago?
I had about 3,600.
Yeah, you weren't even anywhere near close. I mean, I don't mean near close. I mean, like you weren't even at 4K yet, and now you're almost to 5K. Like, that's pretty impressive.
Thank you. A big part of it, you got to take a little bit of risk. Like, you can't play it safe. Like I had a video, my video before last. The title was Silver Stacking Will Ruin You. And I've been sitting on this video for a couple of weeks, and the night before I got off work and I came home and I just kind of sat at my desk and I was nervous to upload it because of how aggressive the title was.
And what was the title again?
Silver Stacking Will Ruin You.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I was nervous to upload that because I was like, what if they don't understand what I'm trying to say? But I took the risk. You've got to take throw a little bit of risk in there.
Definitely.
And it worked out. That was
a really good thumbnail. I liked that one. A good title.
Yeah, it was scary. It was
really?
A scary one. But yeah, because it's so aggressive, and I don't like doing that all the time. but it fit very well with the message of the video, and the video did very well. So, and people really liked it. So that's a part of it too, is if it scares you, but it's a good thing, maybe just do it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, for sure. I've noticed like the more inflammatory my thumbnail is, like the more kind of like she did what sort of thing my thumbnail is, the more views it usually gets. Like for my last video, it was basically about how to start. Like if I basically had to start stacking from zero today, with at the time silver was like $38 an ounce. If I had to start from scratch like today with the price of silver and gold like where they are now, what would I do? But my thumbnail was starting from zero. So basically it's kind of like, wait, starting from zero, what? Like implying like, did she like sell everything? It's kind of clickbait, but it works.
Yeah, it's the aggression of the title and thumbnail has the video itself has to satisfy the interest that the aggressive thumbnail and title generated.
Agreed.
And if it doesn't, that's a problem. But if it does, people appreciate it and they enjoy it. But anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know how much
it, or they criticize you, which is great, right?
yeah. But anyways, I don't know how much people want to hear about YouTube stuff, but
Sorry.
no, you're
Didn't mean
good.
to go on
I
a
brought it
tangent,
up.
guys.
No, you're fine.
But yeah. When creators getting together to talk about this stuff, we haven't talked about it in a while, so y'all are getting an earful. But yeah, we still got quite a few people in the chat. It looks like we've got 28 people, I believe. You want to look at some of the comments and see if there's any like questions or anything?
Oh, there's a lot of comments. I'm gonna scroll. Oh, Zeus went to bed. I didn't get to say bye.
Aw,
Dub C was in here. Hi, Dub C, if you're still here. Silver Serpent says, I need to start editing videos like you guys. I want music and intros and outros. Film all the videos unscripted in one take and upload, no reshoots or edits. Yeah, that's all a part of the journey. I mean, that's how I started. I would just let the camera roll and just talk. But everything comes with time. Like once you kind of establish and refine your channel branding and everything, you can kind of build a intro and outro around that, and it develops over time.
Definitely.
Let's see. Oh, Daydreamer said, I think he was talking about a coin show. Yeah. Grapevine Coin Show, September 19th to the 21st.
Okay, good to know. Thank you for that, Daydreamer.
Hopefully it's a big one. I'd have to call off work for it, but
I don't know if I'm off on that day or not. I have to look.
Let's see. B. Taylor. B. Taylor is in the house. I don't know if he's still here, but good to see B. Taylor.
Hey, B. Taylor.
Silver Dad knows. Silver Dad's another one that uploads he uploads a lot.
Oh, I know.
Silver Dad, he uploads a ton.
He's awesome.
He said, you two put a lot of effort into your videos and it shows. Both of you guys are highly underrated channels. You guys are going far. So are you, Silver Dad.
Yeah, Silver Dad, you're awesome. Thank you.
A lot of people saying hi to each other. Good turnout on the live stream. The last one did well also. So
definitely.
that's 2 for 2.
Mike says, be authentic, be you. The right followers will find you. Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth to that for sure. People ultimately, they like the topics that we talk about, but ultimately people like us, which is why they watch our channels. So it's like you don't want to deviate from what makes you, not to sound like cheesy or anything, but what makes you uniquely yourself,
Yeah.
Silver Serpent says you can also talk about your goals for collecting certain gold pieces and the balance of making consistent purchases. Absolutely. I like talking about that on my channel. Probably talk about a little more goals. Dan D says the passion for the hobby is what comes through. People might have a different opinion, but they still watch. Let's see here. Do we have any questions? Let me see.
I don't think so. Magic Man
No?
said, "What's up?" Hello, Magic Man.
Hey, Magic Man.
North Star
everybody.
Stacker. North Star Stacker says hello from Canada.
Hey, North Star.
210 stacks. I've seen 210 stacks all over the place.
Me too. Me too. Good to hear from you, 210s. We've also got Mandy's Candy. Let's see. Thank you guys for dropping in the chat. It's good to hear from all of you.
You know what?
Ardell asked the question. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Ardell asks, Booty Girl stacking. I asked way back, big if, but if you got platinum, what would you get? I don't honestly know enough about platinum yet to definitively say, but from what I've looked at, I've had people tell me it's best to buy a full ounce of platinum. I just can't at this point. I personally would probably end up just buying the lowest premium bar I could find in platinum. That's just me. Just to have some, but that's probably way off into the future. Or if I could get a good deal on like maybe a quarter ounce or a half ounce platinum, something like that.
I'd probably get a maple.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. A platinum maple.
I don't know if they're as pretty as the silver ones, but the maple's nice. Hi, Mandy's Candy. My phone died earlier, and I never got to say what my goals for this year were.
Oh yeah, tell us what are your goals for this year?
I have this big old silly tube of Canadian maples that it's supposed to hold 20 capsuled maples, but I got rid of the capsules, and I'm just gonna fill this all the way up and make a super tube out of it.
Nice.
And I want to do that by the end of the year. I want another 20 buffaloes, and then there's a 5-ounce silver bar in the shape of the United States that I want. And I think that's it. Oh, also, whatever I think the next lunar year is the horse, and it's going to come out here in the fall. I'm going to get a half ounce. I'm going to get the 5-ounce silver and a half ounce, maybe if I can afford it, a half ounce gold lunar year of the horse. Those are my goals for this year.
I'm going to be buying that lunar horse in a 1/10 ounce gold as soon as I can get my hands on it. Because if I've learned anything, it's just the longer you wait,
to
buy it, the more expensive it gets on those lunar coins.
Got to get it. Yeah, you got to get it fast and I think Perth Mint was already super popular, but I think it's like taking over because the premiums are aggressive, and I don't think they were always that aggressive. But they just keep making excellent stuff over and over and over. So yeah. That's my favorite mint for sure.
Do you know what your lunar animal is for the year you were born?
No, I don't actually.
Mine is actually the horse.
Oh, nice. That means
Yeah.
you got to get like a big piece, like a
Oh
half
yeah.
ounce.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get. I at least want to, like you said, I at least want to do the 5 ounce silver. I've
Yeah,
never bought a 5 ounce or 10 ounce coin. I really want to.
they're
Um,
nice. They're
but I
super
want to.
awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. The biggest coin I've ever gotten in is a 2 ounce, but I want to get the 5 ounce horse, the lunar horse in silver, and then I'm obviously going to get the 1/10 ounce coin, the gold coin. Depending on my bonus, though, I might just buy the 1/4 ounce because let's see, I think I'm getting my bonus in like September or something. When is the horse coming out?
The release date, we don't know the release date yet, but it's always in the fall. And I think at first they release their 1/10 ounce gold and then their 1 ounce and 2 ounce silver. And then like a month later, they do their bigger sizes in gold and their bigger sizes in silver. You have to wait a little longer for the bigger sizes for each metal, but it's throughout the fall and winter is when you want to is when they're gonna pick or when they're gonna release them.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so exciting.
I hope they do well with the design. I'm interested to see what it's gonna be. They have a different artist every single year.
Really?
Yeah, they have a different artist for each one.
That kind of surprises me because the series 3 have had very consistent art styles
You know
in
what?
my
You're right.
opinion.
Am I wrong? Did I just lie?
Well,
Hold
is it
on.
maybe a different artist for every series?
Hold on. We gotta find this out.
For sure.
Let me see. This is gonna be hard to find
I mean,
actually.
maybe they're different. Let me see. Hold on. 'Cause I'm just checking it out. Like,
You're
they're
right.
making
They
the
are
art.
very similar
Yeah.
in their style.
And this is the oldest one in series 3 is the mouse. My wife is the ox. Um I want to get myself a gold lunar ox, but I might get her like a silver lunar ox as like a gift or something. Not to be cheap or anything. It's just, it's kind of hard to get your hands on one gold piece, like um, for the older lunar coins. But
Okay, so her name, it is the same artist. Oh my God, I'm so wrong. Her name's Ing Jong.
Ing Jong.
She started. It says she began contributing to Perthmint's lunar themed collections with the 2013 Year of the Snake,
Oh wow, that's a long time
um,
ago.
and has been the principal designer for Lunar Series 3 starting from the 2020 Year of the Mouse onwards.
Wow,
Imagine that being your job.
I would love that.
She probably makes good money.
Yeah. Well, I love drawing and designing things. So I mean, it's a whole nother thing to design coins. I don't know exactly how to do that, but that would be like a dream job for me. It's
Oh
just to
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
design coins.
And your designs are all over the world and highly sought after.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible.
Huh. I thought that they had a different artist, but anyways.
Dang. Well, I mean, maybe you're thinking of the series. Like maybe they change the artist every series. I don't know. But you were saying that she did some from
She did series
the
2 as
series
well.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I do know they do hire artists for some of their special edition coins because Perth Mint just released a, see if I can find it. Perth Mint released. It wasn't that long ago. Yeah, it was the
Oh
emu,
yeah, the emu. I have a
and
2 ounce of the emu and baby. Let me see right here. It's a little tarnished, but
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool then.
yeah. That one's nice. They have. I was actually looking at a 10-ounce version of that, and the premium was really low, and I was tempted to get it.
Yeah, the premium on the emu was pretty low. Also for the 2 ounce, but also the platypus and baby, that one's pretty cheap too on the premium.
Mm-hmm.
So these I don't know what you would call them because they're not lunars, they're not kooks, they're not kangaroos. They're just kind of like almost like a wildlife series, but the Perth Mint version.
Yeah, because they do the koala
Yeah,
as well.
I haven't seen a koala design that's really gripped me personally.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them, but I have one in my cart from Bullion Exchanges that I'm gonna get just because the premium
Oh yeah,
is really low on it, and just to have a little bit more variety.
a deal is a deal, honestly. I like that I got these silver lunar coins because they have the privy marks on them. Well, let me see if I can get to focus from the Perth Mint. See, this one has the dragon privy on it.
I bought that one for my mom with
I
the
bet
little
she loved
dragon
it.
privy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that one's really nice.
And then a dragon. I have a dragon with a dragon privy. But
But yeah, I hope you get a 5-ounce. I hope you get the 5-ounce horse. They're awesome. Like having a 5-ouncer is like this is the rabbit. It's huge,
dang,
but the weight is and it's super chunky. Very
that's
chunky
so,
coin.
that's so cool. I love how thick that thing is.
They work really good for thumbnails too, by the way.
Oh, I bet. Because you don't have to get as close like when you're taking a
Yeah.
picture.
And with my dumb cell phone camera, it's like very particular.
I don't think I've shown you these. They're in one of my videos. But I just want to show you. I freaking love these. Got these from my LCS too. They're the Monarch brand, the
Yeah,
Monarch metals. He
I've
was
seen those
selling
before.
these for super cheap. They were like uh, $2 over spot.
I love the poured or they're cast, I guess they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are awesome. Scottsdale has some cast bars, and it's like they're shaped like a loaf of bread, and I want one.
That's so cool. Here, wait, this isn't wanting to. There we go. But yeah, 2 of them. This one. So I was like, yeah,
Those are cool.
getting those. Pretty cool.
I need to pick up some cast stuff as well. Oh, that's another thing I want. I want the 20-ounce. What's it called? It's like the candy bar. They call it the Scottsdale candy bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the newer ones that they're doing that have like the Roman numerals stamped on them?
No, those are the Imperial.
Well, I
I
love
think those are
those.
those are really awesome too. They're big. They're like I think they're pretty thin. They have
Yes.
a bunch of surface area.
Yes. Yes. But the one you're talking about just like the chunky
Yeah,
bar?
it's literally like a Snickers bar
Yes.
and it's 20 ounces and I really want it. It looks like it's a lot of fun to hold in my
Oh,
hand.
I know what you're talking about. I love those. Those are
Yeah.
they look like something that would be in a vault.
Yes. Yeah.
Those are
Those are
awesome.
awesome. I want one. I have to get at least one of those.
Same.
And then once I kind of check all the boxes on my wish list for like lower premium silver, I think I'm pretty much just going to focus gold.
Yeah, my whole game plan was to get to at least an ounce of gold before gold goes up to $3,500 an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully even more. I mean, we've got this pullback. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, gold will still be pulled back. I mean, like, I don't know. I really just think that gold is about to go insane after August. Like in the month of September, I think gold's going to go up on another run. So
You
I'm
think
just
so?
kind of,
I hope
yeah, I
so.
do. I do. I mean, there's a couple of different reasons that I think that, but the main person that really got me to looking into that was Bald Guy Money a few months ago. So I would say he made this video like 3 months ago called "You Have 4 Months," and you should watch that video. If you just look up Bald Guy Money, You Have 4 Months, and he lays out in detail just kind of the patterns and the trends that gold has followed historically in the summer months.
Uh-huh.
And he gets into that along with just the current market trends and what's happening in the economy, and talks about why he thinks that the summertime is just like an opportunity to buy as much as you possibly can, because he says like in September-ish, like October-ish, that's whenever the price is going to climb to like 35 and then 37, and it's just going to kind of like start going up from there. But anyway, I'm not saying that he's got a crystal ball or anything. It's just the way that he lays out the information. It makes sense. The reason I'm referring to him is not because it's like I'm a follower of Bald Guy Money, like for all things financial,
Hey,
but
I
more so
trust
like
him.
but he has the information. Like
Yeah.
well, yeah, I trust him because every video I've ever watched of his, he's got the information, and I've never seen him make a prediction that's wrong. Like that's just
Yeah.
me. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the name of the game for me. Once gold kind of starts getting a little ridiculous, I'll probably be buying more silver for a little bit until gold calms down. But yeah.
Yeah. I just wish I started like 5 years ago.
Yeah, Dandy, this is not financial advice.
Yeah,
He
not
said
financial advice.
not financial advice, just my opinion, just my perspective. But yeah, no, oh my gosh, if we had started stacking 5 years ago, we would be wealthy.
I know, right? Like
It's frustrating.
without even making more money than we have in the past, we would be like wealthy people.
I know. And this is the thing that gets me is like my whole life, this is just the way it's been. Like it's not something I'm proud of. It's kind of embarrassing, but I have always struggled to keep a savings account like consistently. It's like I'll do good for a while and then it starts to dwindle, and then I'll do, ever since I started stacking over a year ago, I have not spent any of my silver. Like
Yeah,
or my goal. I mean, I've made trades, but as far as like the value goes, like I have
yeah,
retained all of this. And my thought
yeah,
is like, if I had started just saving in metals a decade ago, I'd probably be where I'm supposed to be
yeah,
financially,
yeah.
you know?
There's been so many years that I wasted money on crap that I didn't need, and I don't have any of that wealth now. Like if I would have been addicted to gold or silver years ago, yeah, you're right. You're right in that. We'd be in a good spot. We'd have our, a couple years worth of emergency fund in metals.
Mm-hmm. Well, and all that crap that we've bought and like in the years that we weren't buying metals, none of that has added value to our life. I mean, like I don't even
Right.
know. Like I don't know if you've ever done this before, but have you ever like gone on your Amazon purchase history and just like scrolled down and been like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I forgot I even bought that. I don't even know
Yeah.
where that is."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like that was pointless. Can I
Yeah.
remember actually needing that? No, I can't. But
Yeah, it's like I don't even know where I put it because I don't need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
And
Yeah, good.
everybody just and that's normal. That's like a normal thing in society now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I mean, seriously though, better late than never. I mean, at least you and I started when we started, and we'll get to look back 10 years from now, and it won't be the same as when we look back 10 years right now.
That's
So
true. That's
that is
true.
good.
Especially with looming inflation, because in May 2026, if we I'm not being political or anything, but and a lot of people will benefit from this if they're investing in the right places. But whenever these rate cuts finally do come through, I think they're going to be aggressive, and I think the dollar's going to lose a lot of value in a short amount of time. And groceries are going to be everything's going to be a lot more expensive. And meanwhile, the majority of society, or maybe not the majority, but at least half of society, just lives and breathes by the fiat dollar. And yeah, it's not going to be pretty.
Absolutely. I mean, I wonder when we'll see the rate cut push through, since we didn't get it this time round. But
Well, the next rate cut, if it happens, would be September. But I was watching like a breakdown video of Jerome Powell's statements from a couple days ago, and it looks like we're not going to get one in September either. That's why the metals dropped so heavy. The stock market dropped. Cryptocurrency dropped in value, because it slows inflation whenever the rates aren't cut. But on the flip side, that slows economic growth as well. So it's like we don't have a good solution. It's like cut the rates, the stock markets go up, cryptocurrencies go up. A lot of people that are investing make good money, and the economy grows. But it's at the expense of the American dollar, because a bunch of dollars are going to be printed as a result of that to finance all of the debt that's being taken on because interest rates are lower. Or the rates stay where they're at, inflation doesn't get sped up from economic activity, but the country sees less growth. So it's like there is no good solution here. It's the fiat system. We're kind of in a bad spot. So, and we have
yeah,
been for a long time.
it almost seems like when you put it like that, it's the rate cut would simply be a morale booster, because it looks like things are better on paper. Like, oh, look, my stocks went up. Oh, look, my crypto went up. But really, it's just inflation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Family Stacker said, speaking of stacking, how did you both get into stacking?
Hey, you're the guest this time around. You want to go first? Or do you want me to go first, since you've been going first?
I stumbled upon Silver Dragons, and I don't know how I stumbled upon his channel. I don't know how. I just ended up watching a video for some reason, not knowing anything about it. And I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm going to buy silver coins." And then I bought them and they came in, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to make videos about this." And then it just went.
That is so cool. So wait, were you Googling anything or looking up anything on YouTube about finances at all? Or was it really just that random?
I probably was. But I mean, I had been doing that, you know, like I had been looking at like investing strategies and stuff, and like stocks, and when is crypto going to go to 1 million and blah, blah, blah. I had been doing that, and I had never seen anything about stacking. But then I guess one day I saw a really nice Silver Dragons thumbnail or something, and I watched it. And then within like a week, I had bought like 6 or 7 ounces.
Oh yeah. So you want to know how I started?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny how this all worked. So my wife and I were in the living room. We're just sitting on the couch talking, and randomly she was like, I don't even know exactly why she said this, because I don't know, it was just weird. She goes, huh, silver and gold might be a good thing to buy. And I was like, what makes you say that? And I guess she had maybe just seen or read something. I don't know if she saw it on YouTube or what. She goes, well, I mean, it is a store of wealth, so it helps combat inflation. Maybe it's actually something that would be good to buy. And I was like, huh. And then I just pulled out my phone and I started just looking into it, just looking up information. And then I found silver dragons. And I looked at her. I was like, huh, I think you might be right. And she was like, and then I said, there's this channel called Silver Dragons. Then I showed it to her, showed one of the coin shop episodes. And she was like, huh, that's interesting. And then I got paid like a few days later. And I said, I want to go buy some silver and gold. And she was, or not gold. I was like, I want to buy some silver. And she was like, okay. And we walk into the LCS, and I bought 3 American silver eagles and a buffalo. And
There you
I
go.
walked out. Yeah. And I walked out and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh yeah. A buffalo. And then I think like one other thing. And I sat in the car next to her and I said, oh my gosh. And she was like, what? I said, it's so heavy. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, there's like weight to it. I said, and I like when I was holding it in my hand in the parking lot as we were walking to the car, I looked at her and I said, I'm absolutely hooked. I'm going to keep buying this. And that was like the creation of a monster basically. And
Yeah.
and I kept saying, well, when are you going to buy some? And she was like, I don't think I will. And it was just like kind of funny because I'm like, you're the one who brought this
Yeah.
whole thing up and you're not even going to buy any. And she was like, no, I don't think so. It flash forward a year later, she just started stacking like a couple of months ago. It like
Uh-huh.
she bought it all started with like a 1/10 ounce, or sorry, a quarter ounce coin she bought. And then I was like, huh. She took it, she did it on her own like initiative. Then there was another one. She was like, I'm gonna buy another coin. I was like, oh my gosh. Usually it's like pulling teeth just to get her to go into the LCS with me. Now she's like ordering gold. And then the other day, or a couple of weeks ago, when we found this most recent this most recent LCS that I was telling you about, we
Uh-huh.
walked in there and she loved the guy. And she dropped like $800 on
Oh,
like
heck
several
yeah.
bars. Yeah, and it was all silver. Like she went in to buy gold and he was out, but she just felt like she needed to buy silver because she didn't have any and she already had a few gold coins. And so I'm like, you're officially a stacker now. And it's hilarious
Yeah.
because like
That's
her brother,
awesome.
yeah, so like her little brother is like, he's all into, I say little, he's an adult now, but he's all into, stocks and stuff. And I mean, so are we, but he doesn't believe in like metals. And he
Mhm.
was like, I just don't believe in it. I was like, well, why? I said, why don't you stack silver and gold? He goes, I just don't believe in it. And then she looked at him and said, I didn't used to either, and now look at me. So it's like it's been more of a process for her, but I don't know. It's kind of cool because it's like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, this stuff wasn't even on our radar. It just was kind of a fluke that it is now.
Yeah, and now you both have like an excellent form of savings,
Yeah,
and it
definitely,
grows in value. It's crazy.
definitely, it's insane. But
Yeah.
yeah,
She's like a lucky charm because like didn't she, what was it that she did where she got a graded gold? Was it an ASE?
yeah,
Just like
yeah. Not ASE. So it was this graded um, Canadian wildlife, uh,
yeah.
mother bear, mama, and baby bear, MS 70. on like, this was literally the first gold coin she ever got. She ordered it and it was a random, and they just like sent her this in the mail. And I was like, what the heck? But I've actually had some luck too, because I ordered a random 1/10 from the same place and a couple of weeks ago, and they sent me this PR 69. It's like one away
Wow.
from the 70. It's a proof American Gold Eagle, which has got kind of some weird tarnishing on it, but I kind of like it. Like the red on the edges.
Yeah, it's like, I think they call it like copper toning, or not. What do they call it? Like a copper spot. I'm pretty sure they call it.
But the thing that I like about this is it's not just like a nasty spot in the middle of the coin. It's around. See, okay, now you can see it. See how it's all around the edge? Yeah. So I thought it was cool how it toned like, or did the copper spot like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the center is just more gold and the edges are that red color. So I got pretty good luck on this too. But yeah, she is my good luck charm though. Can't say that she's not. But yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how finances and things can change. I'm very grateful that I discovered stacking and decided to go with it. So
me too. Wow. Well, looks like we just passed the 2-hour mark. I can't believe we've been on here for 2 hours.
We did indeed. It's been a great
anybody
stream.
Left? Oh my gosh, we still have 24 people in the chat. That is like pretty astounding to me.
Yeah, we got Eli. Family Stacker said that's the same way how he got into stacking, I think, was from seeing silver dragons. 210 still in here. Yeah, we 2 hours.
210 says loving the conversation here. Dandy says real money should weigh something. Well said. Totally agree with that.
That's a good quote.
For sure. Family Stacker gave us both a pretty nice compliment. He said, like the both of you have soothing voices and your intro and outro are awesome. This is my first time sitting in a live stream and I'm enjoying every minute of it. Thank you so much, Family Stacker. So nice.
210 said we should start a weekly podcast. That was like the original idea. We just get very busy.
You know what though? I mean, maybe I mean, now this is the second month, so we've done it monthly, 2 months in a row. I'm not put no pressure here because I totally get what it's like. I mean, we were talking about just the being able to film and get videos up, but if you wanted to do something, more like, I know we did it like mid month last time, and now we're like at the end of the month this time. I mean, if you wanted to do something once every 3 or 4 weeks or something a little more consistent, I'm down for that too. Just kind of depends on like what your schedule and my schedule are looking like. That
would be good. I'll have to coordinate because both of my off days I dedicate to just either filming and editing or just editing. But we'll definitely work something out. I definitely want to increase the frequency of the live streams, because it's been I think 6 weeks since the last one.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. So yeah, well, I'd say a solid once a month plan would be good. And trying to keep it maybe more once every 4 weeks or once every 5 weeks, rather than it being like a 6 week type monthly thing. So yeah,
I think people will enjoy it. I mean, obviously they do. So
yeah. Well, I've definitely enjoyed this live stream. I feel like we've sort of hit a sweet spot, like kind of with the way we're doing the live stream, the platform we're using,
StreamYard's decent.
edges.
Yeah, we just got to get our practice. We're doing okay. We only had one major malfunction with this phone dying in the middle of everything, but
Oh yeah, and
we,
that's no worries at all. Do you
and
make all
yes,
of your videos on the phone? Just real quick, I wanted to ask.
do I do what?
Do you make all of your videos on the phone, or do you also use you also use a camera for your videos, right?
Nope.
You do
I just,
all on your phone.
yeah.
That is so impressive because it looks like you have
Oh,
like
thank you.
a really high quality camera. I honestly had no idea.
I sit here and I get the lighting just right, and I figure out where I manually adjust the focus uh multiple times in like different parts of the video, and
Got
it
you.
looks good. Whereas so the phone that I have can focus pretty good on roughly 35% of what's in frame, if that makes sense. 35% of what is viewable, I can put in good focus, and I
Mhm.
use just that space to set everything up and get everything the way it needs to be. The biggest thing here is the lighting. The lighting is everything, because the better your lighting, the more information your camera can receive when everything is well exposed under light. Um,
For
so
sure.
the lightings, I have two big like soft box lights
Oh yeah. I remember you telling
in
me about
here.
those and you got those.
I actually was filming day before yesterday, and I have this big ridiculous candle right here, and I knocked the light over on top of the candle, and I already know the material this soft box light is made out of would catch fire very quickly. Like I can just,
Oh,
yeah, and I I thought about like uploading it as a blooper reel because it, yeah, it could have been bad, but we're good.
oh
Obviously the
my
house didn't burn down.
gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it didn't burn down.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
have been a little. I would have had to taken a little hiatus from the YouTube for a little while.
Right. Best case scenario.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
well, hey, this has been awesome. Thank you so much again, everybody, for joining in the live stream today. It's been awesome getting to just see all of your comments. If we didn't cover a question or a comment that you had, so sorry. We're looking at two things at once here, but we're so thankful for y'all guys turning out. And as always, 4 9s, it's been a pleasure. I've had an awesome time on this live stream with you today. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's been a
yeah.
pleasure.
Next time we'll be maybe we'll be hosting it on 4 9s. We've kind of been taking turns on which platform we're streaming from. So guys, be on the lookout for that. We'll be letting you know a couple of days before the live stream. So it's been awesome. You guys have a great night.
Peace, everybody.